Hello everyone, and welcome to our channel. If you enjoy discovering the secrets of royal families and the most intimate confessions of crowned heads, you've come to the right place. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on the notification bell, like this video, and tell us in the comments what you think of these shocking revelations from Prince Albert of Monaco. Also, share this video with your fellow royalty enthusiasts. Topics covered today: Prince Albert II's touching confessions about his wife Charlene, his compliments on her new haircut, their twin children Jacques and Gabriella, the challenges the couple faced, and intimate family moments rarely revealed to the public. Imagine for a moment being a fly on the wall of the Prince's Palace of Monaco. Imagine being able to listen in on the most private conversations between Albert and Charlene, those moments when the masks fall and the truth comes out. Well, today, that's exactly what's happening, as Prince Albert II of Monaco has just granted us privileged access to his heart and his most intimate thoughts about his wife and their twins. In recent statements that caused a sensation in the international media, the Monegasque sovereign broke the usual protocol of secrecy to express himself with disarming sincerity about the woman who has shared his life for over a decade. When Albert speaks of Charlene, his eyes light up in an unmistakable way. That special light, that naturally emerging smile, betrays deep and genuine feelings that far exceed the protocol requirements of a royal wedding. The prince notably discussed his wife's recent physical transformation, particularly her new hairstyle, which has generated much discussion in the tabloids. Where some observers saw it as a mere cosmetic change, Albert perceived something much deeper. His spontaneous reaction to this metamorphosis reveals a man truly in love who continues to discover and admire his wife after all these years of marriage. What is most striking in his remarks is his use of the term magnificent to describe Charlene and her new appearance. This is not the polite compliment of a husband fulfilling his marital duties, but the sincere wonder of a man contemplating the woman he loves. This spontaneity in expressing his feelings contrasts sharply with the usual restraint of members of European royal families. But Albert didn't just talk about his wife's physical appearance. He also discussed the human qualities that captivated him and continue to fascinate him today. Her strength of character, her determination, and her commitment to the causes close to her heart all paint the portrait of an exceptional woman who far surpasses the sometimes superficial image portrayed in magazines. The former Olympic swimming champion turned princess has never had it easy. Arriving in Monaco with her background as a high-level athlete, Charlene had to learn the codes of a completely different world, that of diplomacy and royal protocol. Albert now recognizes the enormous sacrifices his wife made to adapt to this new life, abandoning a promising sports career to embrace the responsibilities that come with being a princess consort. This adjustment hasn't always been easy, and the royal couple has gone through difficult periods that the international press has not failed to highlight and sometimes exaggerate. Rumors, speculation about the state of their marriage, and questions about Charlene's happiness in Monaco have all created considerable media pressure on the couple. Albert now recalls these moments with a maturity and serenity that testify to the strength of their union. The twins Jacques and Gabriella obviously occupy a central place in these paternal secrets. The Crown Prince and his sister, born in December 2014, have transformed the lives of the royal couple in a way that only those who have experienced parenthood can understand. Albert describes with palpable tenderness these daily moments when he is no longer the sovereign of Monaco but simply Papa Jacques and Papa Gabriella. Raising these children presents a particular challenge for their parents. How can they raise children destined for exceptional responsibilities while preserving their innocence and natural spontaneity? Albert and Charlene have chosen to favor a balanced approach, blending the demands of protocol with the simple pleasures of childhood. The twins are growing up in a unique environment, between the splendor of the prince's palace and the normal activities of children their age. Their parents strive to instill in them the fundamental values that will guide their future actions in the service of the principality, while allowing them to develop their own personalities and individual talents. Gabriella, described by her father as a lively and determined little girl, seems to have inherited her mother's strong character. Jacques, the future Prince of Monaco, is already showing signs of the responsibility that will one day be his, while retaining the joyful spontaneity of his 8 years. Albert watches with pride and sometimes amusement as these two personalities assert and complement each other. The bond between Charlene and her children is one of the most touching sights for Albert. Seeing this woman he loves flourish in her role as a mother, passing on her values and passions to Jacques and Gabriella, represents for him a source of daily happiness that surpasses all the satisfactions that princely honors and responsibilities can provide. Family activities occupy an important place in the royal couple's busy schedule. Despite official obligations, Albert and Charlene strive to preserve special family time, away from the cameras and protocol. These moments of normal life, where they can simply be themselves, are the cement of their marital and family happiness. Sports remains a unifying element in the family. Charlene, with her background as an Olympic athlete, naturally introduces her children to the joys of physical activity. Albert, himself a sports enthusiast, enjoys watching his children discover different disciplines and develop their taste for effort and surpassing themselves. These family sporting moments reveal another side of Charlene's personality, one her husband particularly admires. Her ability to convey her values of excellence, perseverance, and fair play makes her an exemplary mother who prepares her children for the challenges that await them. The international dimension of the royal couple also brings exceptional cultural richness to the twins' upbringing. Jacques and Gabriella grow up speaking several languages, discovering different cultures, and developing the open-mindedness essential to those called upon to represent their country on the world stage. Albert proudly speaks of the way Charlene fulfills her representative duties, whether at charity galas, diplomatic meetings, or international sporting events. Her natural grace, authenticity, and sincere commitment make her an exceptional ambassador for Monaco. The couple's evolution over the years fascinates those who observe them. From their meeting at a swimming competition to their royal wedding, and then to their life as parents, Albert and Charlene have built a solid relationship based on mutual love, respect, and complicity. The challenges they have endured have strengthened their bond rather than weakened it. The sincerity with which Albert speaks today about his family contrasts with the usual reserve of European royalty. This authenticity reflects a newfound confidence and a firmly established family balance that allows the prince to share his happiness without fear of malicious interpretation. The future plans of the royal couple revolve around their responsibilities to Monaco and their desire to provide their children with the best possible preparation for their future mission. This dual requirement guides their educational choices and public engagements. Charlene continues to develop her charitable work, particularly in support of child protection and the promotion of sports. Her personal journey gives her particular legitimacy in these areas, where she can express herself with the passion of someone who has experienced the realities she speaks about. Albert admires his wife's fulfillment in these missions that are so dear to his heart. Seeing Charlene radiate as she defends her causes, seeing the positive impact of her commitment, represents for him a source of marital pride that transcends formal obligations. The royal couple's current family harmony doesn't erase past difficulties but transforms them into strengths for the future. This relational maturity, this ability to overcome challenges together, makes Albert and Charlene an example of marital resilience in a world where breakups often seem more publicized than reconciliations. Albert's recent confidences reveal a peaceful man, fulfilled in his family life, and proud to present to the world a united and happy family. This serenity shines through in every word he says when he talks about Charlene and their children, testifying to a genuine happiness that transcends formal appearances. While Monaco continues to shine on the international stage thanks to the actions of its sovereigns, it is perhaps in the intimacy of family life that the true strength of this modern monarchy lies. The love that unites Albert and Charlene, their shared devotion to their children and their principality, constitute the solid foundations on which Monaco's future rests. These touching revelations remind us that behind the pomp and protocol lie human beings with their joys, their sorrows, their doubts, and their happiness. Albert of Monaco has offered us a rare glimpse into this princely humanity, allowing us to discover the man behind the sovereign, the husband behind the prince, the father behind the government bonds. But beyond these moving confidences, one question remains and challenges us all. In an era where family models are constantly evolving, can the couple Albert and Charlene really embody an ideal of marital and family stability for future generations, Or are their revelations merely a moment of communication intended to restore the image of the Monegasque monarchy?